Simon Bolivar was a Venezuelan military leader who played a key role in the revolution of South American independence from Spain. On July 24, 1783, in Caracas, Venezuela, Simon Jose Antonio de las Santísimas Trinidad Bolivar y Palacios was born into a wealthy family. His family got their riches from gold and copper mines they owned. At the age of 16, Bolivar moved to Spain once his parents died. Here he continued his education and found love.
Hola, señora. My name is Bolivar. Simon Bolivar. It's my pleasure to meet you.
No, I think it kind of went more like this.
Hola, señorita. My name is Simon Bolivar. What do I get this great pleasure of meeting you?
These two lovers ended up married in 1802. The next year, they returned to Venezuela, but Maria Teresa fell ill and died of yellow fever. After her death, Bolivar went back to Europe and later returned to Venezuela in 1807. Once Napoleon crowned a king of Spain and its colonies, which included Venezuela, Bolivar joined the resistance to gain freedom for his home country.
I must help my home nation be free from the Spanish Empire. I will join the resistance and free my nation.
When Napoleon invaded Spain in 1808 and conquered King Ferdinand VII, a lot of Venezuelans felt that they didn't owe allegiance to Spain anymore. This gave the independence movement a lot of strength and power at the time.
We must have full independence of South America from the Spanish Empire. I'll go to England to seek support from the British. They will help me. I know it.
When Bolivar returned, he found disagreements between patriots and royalists. On July 5, 1811, the First Venezuelan Republic voted for full independence. In 1812, an earthquake mainly hit rebelling cities, and Spanish troops were able to convince people that it was retribution. The First Republic then fell, and Spain took Venezuela back. Later that year, he went to Colombia to search for a commission as an officer in the movement there.
Go. I now have 200 men in control of an outpost. I will now attack the Spanish forces that are close as my army continues to grow.
By the beginning of 1813, he had a large army that was ready for Venezuela. The royalists in Venezuela could not beat him head-on, but tried to surround him with smaller armies.
We must now dash quickly to Caracas.
This choice paid off, and by August 7th, he rode to Caracas as the head of his army. This became known as the Admirable Campaign. Bolivar then established a second Venezuelan republic. He was known as the Liberator and became dictator of the nation.
I do not have time to defeat the Spanish Empire and govern at the same time.
Bolivar was defeated by a group of royalists and gave up Valencia and then Caracas. For 5 years after, he struggled to watch independence leaders and royalists fighting. In early 1819, Venezuela was in ruins and Bolivar found his army stuck in the Andes. He realized that he was 300 miles away from an undefended city. The only problem was the brutal trek through the Andes Mountains. He planned a surprise attack at Boyolca River and won. By June 24, 1821, Bolivar crushed the last major royalist force in Venezuela, and Bolivar declared the new land as Gran Colombia. South America was liberated, and Bolivar spent his life as a war hero and vice president of Venezuela.
That's too much sauce. Protect the leak, the plain one. That's too much sauce.